Hey, what's going on?
I saw that you texted me, but I literally just flew back in from vacation.
I'll give you the breakdown.
Okay.
Ursula, Blaine County, Andy Jones. They
Okay.
got Angel to change legislation that allowed them
On.
to repeal every piece of legislation we posted up.
Okay.
It in turn went to
So
vote.
slippery. I mean, hey, Nino.
We were not notified of it. So we woke up to a campaign saying we're slipping things in, not talking to people. It's literally like Nino is Max. Something just bullshit out of their imagination.
All right. Lovely.
They're also using information that came off of my hacked laptop. That was meme legislation. None of it is true. But the thing is, because there's no way to look at the legislation without going up on the government, people just assume those things are true. So here's what they left out is, what do you call it?
Hey, Tilly.
Hi, how you doing?
If these end up not going through, businesses are ripped for 3 weeks. We won't be able to resubmit.
I mean, aren't businesses ripped anyway?
No,
Businesses having fucking...
This was going to allow us to start doing it.
All right.
Yeah. It's pretty bad.
Okay.
So I need everyone and their mother. It's got the material law in it. It's got the material law in it. It's got the business law in it. It's got the toll law in it. It's got all that shit.
What do you mean toll?
Toe.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
So all these things are now like revoked. So is what sanitation
it's
just
up on
completely
vote.
shit?
The thing is, part of this was going to make it so we could pay more and subsidize for materials, so we could stop paying you guys more. And so all that shit's off the bag. I mean, pretty much we ain't going to be able to do shit for 3 weeks. This was like all the foundational laws for kicking off businesses, starting up the material stuff, you name it. So fuck ideas. There's going to be no legislation for it, and we're going to be blocked.
So what the fuck are they expecting? Like, I don't understand what the fuck she's thinking.
They're trying to derail Los Santos because they got a hate boner for me. And these guys...
Okay.
Why? I don't fucking know, but when you're hacking laptops and spreading information and not verifying, then God knows what the reason is.
So, you know, hypothetically, if someone were to go up there and put a bullet in her head, will that solve some issues?
I mean, listen. Blaine, Andy's, Ursula, they're targeting Los Santos. I mean, you know what I mean? That's all I know. I mean,
For what? Just because of you? Just because they don't like you?
I think they got a hate boner. I think they think I'm Cheng Gang. They think I'm a fucking mobster. You know, you name it, right? I mean, think about it. Think about who's in Blaine County. Think about who is being represented. Oswaldo's up there now. Eugene's putting out hits. He's working up there.
Oh, one sec. The same Osvaldo. So you're Max, but the same Osvaldo that was sucking on Max's dick and doing whatever Shaban wanted. All right, cool. Makes sense.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's logical. All
yeah.
right.
So, as to, you know, what the people end up doing, you know, whatever they need to do, right? You're the people. They told me verbatim, the undersheriff, Cassidy, that people are too stupid and that the PD should be writing the legislation. Because that's what Andi does. She shits in the back of a car or in a PD meetings, writing shit for PD.
So the undersheriff, who's known for being called Crashity, is wanting the people to write the legislation. And then their mayor, who has no idea how the fuck anything works, from what it seems like, is writing legislation to help their dumbass PD. I got that correct?
Yep. That's right. And all the cops that want civilians to feel protected by them and talk to them, they'll move to Blaine County. And the only thing they've been doing is harassing fucking Moss. It's actually nasty. You know, part of the reasons that Blaine, who has nothing to do with Los Santos, is appealing all these, they want PD to control civilian air. They're afraid that the, you know, the MOPEC, which is meant to help, like, direct materials to, like, repair shops and stuff to make sure, like, repair shops are good and there's more money coming up to sanitation workers, that it could be used for criminal activities. That, fucking... I don't even know what they have a problem with when it comes to tow mechanic shit. It's actually fucking insane. They want a fucking PD state. It's that simple. And they see me as someone that doesn't.
They want a communist state, is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Because the power is not in the people. The power is right now in one person's hands, and somehow someone who has nothing to do with this jurisdiction is somehow controlling what this jurisdiction is doing.
Yeah.
I don't understand how that fucking makes any sense or how that's getting passed.
Yeah. And keep in mind, Tuesday, these guys came crying to me saying Blaine doesn't want to, people in Blaine, like, think I'm, like, kicking them out and they don't want to come on duty and shit like that. When I ask them why, they just reference legislation that doesn't exist and was only on my laptop. So that's the challenge, like, and I use that, like, in two meanings that I'm dealing with.
So
I don't know where
you're saying Judge Angel works for which jurisdiction?
She's a judge. It's both. But
you see, I feel like there should be...
Ursula went to Angel, and JJ in there was witness. Tweedle was a witness. Multiple witnesses. That Ursula simply said, "I want to repeal these 6," and the law was changed, and they're retroactively applying it to all the legislation we pushed. So how does that make any sense? So what's next? Like, oh wait, that should have been illegal. They change it after you've already committed the crime. Then what? Right? So they're literally, the rules are being changed in order to stop what we're trying to do. And it's being justified by some of the most, like, brain dead logic, right? Oh, but you need to talk to people. We have been. Oh, but, like, Andy's fucking legislation's good. Hers is literally all PD fucking 3 lines. We're solving much bigger problems. Oh,
so
well,
let me ask you this.
What about these issues? Bitch, this is not how you...
What has Andy done for the work that is being able to be done in Blaine County?
Nothing.
So fishing, hunting, logging, none of that stuff has...
I literally had Blaine County residents last night when I was gunning boats tell me that they have problems with Andy. She's stonewalling them, not doing anything for them, and all the legislations for PD.
Okay, so is she a fucking mayor or is she a fucking, like, supreme overlord?
She is Blaine County and Andy's BFF.
No, I'm talking about Andy. Like,
oh, Andy.
What?
She's like the commissioner up there, pretty much.
Oh, so they don't have a mayor. So, like, that's the real fucking thing that needs to be looked at. The mayor is for the people. The people voted for her.
Yep.
Not the fucking
She does
PD.
not believe that. Neither does BCSO.
Who the fuck cares about BCSO? What the fuck do they have to do with any of this? You also serve the fucking people, you dumb fucks.
That's exactly what I told Cassidy, and he got pissed at me for it.
Does he? I don't understand how any of these fucks are able to work not knowing what the fuck they work for.
Because they don't. They fucking chase cars, ruin people's lives, and they get off on that. Why do you think they're doing what they're doing? They think they're going to piss me off. I don't lose anything. I don't gain anything. The people that lose is everyone in the fucking city, but in their demented fucking minds, this is a big fuck you. And they're willing to fuck everyone for it because they're fucking cop brain. It's fucking cop rot. Call it fucking brain rot.
Let me ask you a question, because it's been over a week since I've last flown in. Has there been an uproar or like a noticeable difference in PD shootings, in people shooting
Yes.
police officers. Oh, I'm crazy, fucking insane. I wonder fucking why.
Yeah. I have very realized why cops are shot every day, because these brainlets literally treat everyone like fucking like objects. And
Like there needs to be like, I don't know what Angel is smoking, because she's obviously being fed like the dumbest fucking shit. She has to be a brain dead judge to not have realized this already. To have to like go in and be like, these PD need to be re fucking trained and recognize what their true purposes are, because they do not understand them.
yeah, the fact that legislation changed, we weren't notified, and there's a surprise poll is amazing. The
Yeah,
thing
that was
is,
one of the first things Suarez mentioned to me, is I have to go vote for legislation now.
yeah, it's got and it's gonna happen randomly. We're not gonna know who, what, where, when, because she or whatever judge decides randomly when to do it. So like, I guess we got to be awake all the time. You know what I mean? So I have something cooking.
What the fuck is what the fuck is your purpose then?
I don't know.
What the fuck do you do?
Doesn't have a purpose.
Have my time wasted.
Oh,
You know what I
it
mean?
seems like it.
Radical
It seems
legislation.
dumb as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, these pussies have the mentality that I have to discover that they have an issue or they're doing something so that I talk to them, right? This is the mentality of BCSO. This is the mentality of fucking Andy Jones. And I think Angel is at this point. The thing is, I'm not going to talk to fucking Angel at this point, because right now I'm probably going to be pushing a fucking major lawsuit and a bunch of other things her way. So I don't want to hear like a literal child tried to explain to me how what was done makes any fucking sense, because anyone with like even a lick of common sense would know changing something as a justice in the midst of like legislation being pushed and not notifying the folks that are affected is bad. And especially doing it when somebody says, I want to go appeal 6 of these. You have to be like, there's something wrong with you. Like, this is malice and a half. You don't.
What it seems like is she wants a war. But the thing is, I'm sorry, Andy, this ain't no Game of Thrones. The North is not strong.
Yeah. And
Well,
they're gonna learn.
If they want a war, they can have a war. They're just going to fucking cry and bitch and moan, and then go to fucking Angel and get the marshals to fucking try to back them up.
What happened on Tuesday? They came, they cried in my office. I felt bad. And then they did this. They're like, don't meddle up here. Don't do this. And then they go do that. It's like a fucking like, you know, a child who is crying and saying, and then they fucking do some dumb shit. It's like you wanted this. You fucking opened this. You think I'm gonna fucking slander your name into the fucking mud. And I need your help doing that. I need votes on yes. And I'm gonna get something going. Yes on everything for the time being.
Okay, cool.
What's likely going to happen is we're going to be repealing all the Blaine shit, and I'm going to be sending out mass to all the voter bases on how to vote. And all legislation is going to be available to all parties so they know what's coming through with Los Santos, and we're going to block out all of Blaine County. They're about to see a fucking political revolution.
Can we just fucking build a wall?
Brother,
keep them up
like,
there
I
until
joke
they
about
stay
it,
up
but at this point, like, that's what needs to be done. But you know what the crazy thing is? Once this starts happening, it wouldn't surprise me if fucking legislation changes again. You know what I mean?
there? Yeah, because there's
Like,
gonna
oh
go
shit,
cry
they're going
about
after
it, and
Blaine.
Angel,
Yeah.
and then Angel's gonna back them up. Honestly, they need their own Supreme court up there that fucking overlooks their legislation and has nothing to do with the legislation down here in Los Santos.
Yeah.
That's what it needs to be. Because Angel right now is picking fucking favorites. Obviously, she's gonna see you as an enemy because of your close relationships to.
Yeah, because she's an ex-cop. You know what I mean?
Isn't she also leading the fucking marshals? So she's a current cop.
Yeah. I think she's got the same brain rot that Blaine County does, which is they run on assumptions and rumors. And you know why I know this? because out of all the shit, remember how? Do you know what happened to Pred? Rumors
that he got fired. About him being fired from being a marshal, or
now it was crazy to me that he got hired because everyone fucking knew he was in a gang. But all it took was rumor for him to be fired. And whether you like him or hate him, that guy was literally what I would have expected out of Marshall. Love him or hate him, this guy, if there was trouble, he was outside my door. I saw more action with him than any other fucking person. You know what I mean? But this is some other slimy shit. This is some snake shit. This is some cloak and dagger shit, right? Changing fucking legislation, not telling anybody, and the only reason we know is because someone notified us, and there's a, you know, fucking, edit history that we saw.
lovely.
So, who knows what else is happening? Like I said, at this stage, I don't even know where the agenda begins. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. If I'm getting told the primary reason is a hacked email, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's the same, you know, Nino's Cheng Gang, or like, you know, it's I don't know. The whole thing is strange to begin with.
So was it just based off of like what, one email?
They
No, you
don't.
said there was
they,
like this. You said it was a meme thing.
Mo,
so that's what I'm asking.
my conclusions, yes. But I think the reason for it is I think they just want to see Los Santos Mayor's office fail, right?
All right. So what we got to do is fuck.
Yeah.
What we got to do is not play with their petty
Tempest,
games.
thank
let
you
them
the
keep up
fresh
their petty
sub.
shit, make
Yeah.
them look as they
Yeah.
already look like idiots. Like all you're doing is you're acting like residents and people don't come down here to fucking work.
I need
You're
your help
acting like
letting folks know that without voting yes, businesses are going to come to a standstill. Any also anti-Blaine stuff, Andi repealed all the legislation, shit like that. You name it, smear. It didn't come from me. And I need yes votes on everything. And
all right.
in the next 48 hours, you're going to see the rise of the first Los Santos political party. It's going to get juicy.
All right.
All right. Let me know if you need anything, yeah? I think votes are till end of day today.
All right. Sounds good. Let me know.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
You know.